How's everyone doing? It was just announced that James Spader will be cast as Ultron in the new Avengers movie, The Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron. And like with the Ben Affleck casting for Batman and the new Man of Steel movie, there's already a lot of controversy for the casting of James Spader as Ultron. A lot of people are saying he's too quirky and too odd or too old to play this character. And Joss Whedon, who will be again directing Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron, says he has a different vision for Ultron. There's going to be a new origin as well, and he's not going to be as powerful. So there's going to be a lot of complexity to his character. And let me know what you guys think of this casting for James Spader as Ultron. Do you think it's a good call, or would you rather see somebody else? And if so, who would you rather see as Ultron? Now, I remember reading the comic books as a kid. I know Ultron was around since the late 60s, I think he came out, and he was Ultron 5, and he was created by Henry Pym, who's Ant-Man, and he was kind of like from his same brainwaves or something like that, and then Ultron created Vision, and he was trying to make Vision destroy the Avengers, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of play into that into the movie as well. And Ultron was supposed to be like the living automaton, and later he, built himself to be stronger. He built his armor out of adamantium and became Ultron 6, and then the Ultimate Ultron, and he has all these different powers. He can shoot beams from his eyes and stuff like that, and he's almost indestructible because of his armor. He can fly around, and he's basically a metal robot. So it's going to be interesting to see how James Spader plays that character. Is it going to be like CG? Is it just going to be the voice? Is it going to be resembling his face somewhat? Is it going to be a different kind of character from the comics? I know Joss Whedon says he has a different idea for it. Is it going to be an actual human underneath there? Is it going to be somebody that kind of went crazy and, he's part human, part robot? And this is all sparking that this is going to be kind of a resurgence of James Spader's career, much like Robert Downey Jr. when he first got Iron Man. And Robert Downey Jr. and James Spader were both in the Brat Pack together and played in movies when they were younger, Less Than Zero, Pretty in Pink. And he was also in Spielberg's Lincoln, and he was in the TV shows The Office and Boston Legal. And he's going to have a new TV show coming out soon called The Blacklist. But he's been in some kind of like a quirkier, kinkier movies as well. Cronenberg's Crash, which is the only real Crash for me personally. And he's also in Secretary as well, which got a lot of acclaim. So a lot of people are saying, this is kind of an off role for him. He's usually playing kind of quirkier roles lately, and more kind of obsessive roles. And so, I don't know, he can be a villain. I think he can be very villainous. He's been kind of a jerk in movies before, so we'll see. A lot of people complain he's older. I don't know. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is no spring chicken himself, and he did pretty well. But, it really depends on what they do with the character of Ultron and how they use James Spader. So that remains to be seen. It's not like a character like Batman or Bruce Wayne where you see him all the time. Ultron is a robot. So, again, I know they're going to do something different with Ultron, so I don't know if we're actually going to see James Spader or what. So it all depends on what they do with him. And I know they've already announced a couple new characters for the Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron, with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. And the casting for them have both gone pretty young, with Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch and Aaron Taylor-Johnson from Kick-Ass being Quicksilver. I was actually kind of surprised by that. I do think they're both decent actors, and they're going young. They're trying to get the more draw for the box office, and I understand that. But I am surprised they're not going to have Ant-Man or Vision for the Avengers 2, but we'll see. Maybe in the future they will. And like I said, James Spader's kind of known for some of the more obsessive roles he's played, which could work for Ultron, because he's kind of obsessive, just trying to kill the Avengers all the time, and try to get back at Henry Pym especially, and kill off Ant-Man and Wasp Woman, which also brings to the fact that, Henry Pym supposedly created Ultron, but Joss Whedon says that Ant-Man is not going to be in the Avengers 2, so I'm not sure how they're going to do that. They're going to work everything out, but I know that Joss Whedon says there's going to be a different Ultron character. It's going to not have the same powers. It's going to have a different origin story as well. So, like I said before, maybe they're going to do something where it was actually a scientist or something who, went crazy and does some kind of experiment and gets the Ultron suit on him, and he becomes part of that, and he goes just insane. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Like I said, Joss Whedon's going to do something different, and can't wait to see what that is. Maybe? We'll see. The first Avengers movie I thought was awesome. Let me know if you guys like the first Avengers movie, and if you're looking forward to the Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron. And also let me know what other villains you would like to see for the Avengers to fight up against, maybe in the Avengers 2 or the Avengers 3 or whoever else. And let me know what other Avengers characters you'd like to see in the movies as well. I think James Spader is a decent actor, so I am looking forward to this. interesting. I want to see more what they're going to do with his character of Ultron. How are they going to actually make his... Are they going to make his face visible at all in the movie, or it's just going to be his voice, or what they're going to do with it. But again, let me know what you guys think of the casting for James Spader as Ultron in the Avengers 2, The Age of Ultron. And if you like the casting call, you hate it, would you rather see somebody else for the casting of Ultron? And if so, let me know who. Leave me a comment or video response down below. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.